Hey guys, it's me, Opinions by Mike, and today I'm here to tell you why the Raptors aren't able to keep any leads this year. With the NBA season recently starting, the Raptors have not been their usual self, starting the season 1-4 and being the second worst team in the Eastern Conference standings. Many people have blamed the poor performance from Siakam for their performance, but I'm here to tell you today that it isn't Siakam's fault for the team's recent slide. The team is performing the way it should considering the players on their roster. The main issue with the Raptors is that they have no superstar on their roster. When looking at the best teams in the NBA, they all have a go-to player that is an all-NBA caliber player. The Lakers have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the Brooklyn Nets have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, and the Clippers have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. When looking at the Raptors, they have Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet. With all due respect, Lowry and VanVleet are not even close in skill when compared to the players listed before, and therefore they cannot be expected to deliver on the same level. LeBron and AD are good enough to carry a team of average players to a championship. However, Lowry and Fred VanVleet are not. Looking at the way the Raptors roster is constructed, the three highest scoring players are Lowry, VanVleet, and Pascal. That is not exactly the big three you need to win a championship, nevertheless to even get into the playoffs. Another issue with the roster is Siakam. The thing is, Siakam is not a number one scoring option. He was just made to look like one when he was playing alongside Kawhi. Kawhi would draw all the defenders' attention, which in turn would leave Siakam either alone open or with a subpar defender. However, with Pascal as the main option, the opponent's whole game plan revolves around stopping Siakam, and with all the attention on him, he's simply not good enough to produce. No one on the Raptors requires a double team to stop, and therefore it is relatively easy to defend their players as this is all one-on-one matchups. If someone like James Harden was on the roster, the Raptors would drastically improve since Harden would take all the attention of the defense, leaving players like VanVleet and Siakam relatively open. Additionally, the Raptors have no depth anymore. Before, the strength of the team was their bench, as they were called the bench mob. Their bench had quality players such as Siakam and VanVleet, all players that were capable of carrying a team's offense. Now, their bench is Chris Boucher, Matt Thomas, and Alex Len. And with all due respect, they are bottom of the roster players, and even though any one of them could be the sixth man for the Raptors, they would probably not even make the Lakers roster. Lastly, the Raptors' defense is lacking this year. And why, you might ask? Well, this is because they have two very short players in Lowry and VanVleet on the court at the same time. It is very hard to play defense with one short player. Imagine the Raptors with two. It is possible to hide one player on defense, but two is impossible. Teams are simply able to outsize the Raptors on offense, and there is literally nothing they can do about it, because they can't exactly sub someone into the game. The next best guard is Terrence Davis. Therefore, for those reasons, the Raptors are not going to be any good this year. Although they have been close in games, the reason why they constantly blow the leads is obvious. Their defense with two short players on the court will struggle to stop players that are bigger than them, and they will have no go-to option on offense to score points when needed in the clutch. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed.